You can have $1 million saved, 2 million, even 10 million. But if your health isn't there, retirement doesn't look anything like you planned. You won't have the energy to travel. You won't have the stamina to pursue the projects you've been putting off for decades. You might not even be able to keep up with your grandkids. In fact, there was a survey of retirees in 2026, and the results might surprise you. Their biggest regret in retirement had nothing to do with money. It was that they didn't take better care of their physical health. Even if it doesn't surprise you, I would bet that you know at least one person who is still saying that's tomorrow's problem. I'm Josh Maley with Modern Capital, and in today's video, we're talking about the retirement trade-off that nobody warns you about. The trade-off between building financial wealth and building health wealth. By the end of this video, you'll understand why both matter equally if you want a retirement that's actually worth living. Chapter 1. The financial plan is only half the battle. I work with clients every day who are crushing it on the financial side. Portfolio dialed in, tax strategy optimized, on track to retire with more than enough to fund their lifestyle. That's exactly what you should be doing. But these same people, smart, driven, successful, get so locked in on the numbers that they completely ignore the one asset they can't replace with money, their health. And I get it. When you're 50 or 55 and you feel fine, health just doesn't feel urgent the way hitting your savings target does. So you're a little overweight, maybe your energy is not what it used to be, but you're functional, you're getting things done, so we just keep pushing it off. But that's the trap. By the time chronic disease shows up in a way you can't ignore, you've already lost years. And it's not a small number of people this happens to. Roughly 1 in 3 adults over 65 is dealing with diabetes right now. 1 in 3. These are people who did everything right financially and still ended up unable to fully enjoy what they worked for, not because of their portfolio, but because of their health. Chapter 2, health span versus lifespan. Here's the distinction that matters. Lifespan is how long you live. Health span is how long you live well, with energy, mobility, and the ability to actually do things. The gap between those two numbers determines everything about what your retirement looks like. You've probably heard me talk about the go-go years, the slow-go years, and the no-go years. If you retire at 65 and your health is already compromised, you might get 5 years of go-go before your body just forces you to slow down. Someone who took care of themselves might get 15 or 20 years of active, same bank account, completely different life. And I'm not talking about running marathons. I'm talking about being able to fly overseas without dreading it. Being able to play on the floor with your grandkids and get back up. Having the energy to actually enjoy a full day of sightseeing instead of needing to go back to the hotel by noon. Those aren't luxuries. Those are the things people tell me they're most looking forward to. And they're the first things to go when your health isn't there. And the financial side of this is brutal. A healthy 65-year-old couple is projected to spend over $660,000 on healthcare over the course of retirement. And that's the healthy scenario. If you're managing chronic conditions on top of that, it goes up significantly. More prescriptions, more specialists, more procedures. And healthcare costs have historically had a higher inflation rate than the rest of the economy. That compounds fast, and if you're not planning for it, the number is going to surprise you. Chapter 3, what I actually see in the plans. This is where it stops being abstract for me, because I'm looking at the numbers every day. I've had clients come in with $2 million who are in great health, and their plan is rock solid, they're going to be fine. And I have clients with $3 million, more money, and I'm actually less confident in their plan. That's because their healthcare spending is dramatically higher. Maybe they're in and out of specialists or rely on far more medications. Their energy is really low, which means they're not staying on top of their finances the way that they used to. You could always get unlucky and have health issues later in retirement, but I'd rather tilt the odds towards longevity any way I can. And that last part doesn't get talked about enough. When you don't feel well, you can reduce your capacity to manage complex financial decisions. You skip the planning meetings. You put off the Roth conversion analysis. You don't update your estate documents. I've seen people pay tens of thousands more in taxes over a few years simply because they didn't have the energy to have the conversations they needed to have. That's a real cost. It also puts pressure on your spouse. If one of you is dealing with a health issue, the other one is now managing the finances alone and serving as a caretaker. It's a lot to carry. And if neither of you is deeply involved in the financial details, if you were relying on your advisor to drive the conversations and now you're not showing up for those conversations, things start to slip. Then there's the long-term care piece. There's roughly a 75% chance that one spouse ends up needing nursing home care at some point. And the average cost over a 3-year stay is around $270,000. If your health deteriorates earlier than expected, that timeline moves up. And suddenly your plan is absorbing a $250,000 expense it wasn't supposed to see for another decade. Your health isn't separate from your financial plan. It's part of your financial plan. Chapter 4, same discipline, different asset. I'm a financial advisor, not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you what to eat or how to exercise. That's between you and your healthcare team. But I will tell you this, the discipline is the same. You don't build $1 million portfolio by accident. You were intentional. You delayed gratification. You made consistent contributions even when you didn't feel like it. You had a plan and you stuck with it. Your health works the same way. Get a full physical. Know your numbers, blood sugar, A1C, blood pressure, cholesterol. Something's off, deal with it now. Don't wait until you're retired to find out you have a problem that's been building for 15 years. Build a health plan the same way you'd build a financial plan, around your specific risk factors with a professional and with regular checkpoints. Think about how we approach financial planning. We don't set it up once and walk away. We review it every year. We adjust when things change. We catch small problems before they become big ones. Your health should work the same way. And here's the part that might motivate you more than anything else. When you take care of your health now, you actually get better at building wealth. More mental clarity, more stable energy throughout the day, better sleep, better decision making. It's not a trade-off at all, it's synergistic. The healthier you are, the sharper you are financially. I see it in my clients all the time. Chapter 5, build both portfolios. You've got 2 portfolios to manage. One is centered around your finances and the other is centered around your health. Both compound over time, both reward consistency, and both punish you for waiting too long to start. I want to see you be the person who retires with the money and the body to enjoy it. Look, you're here watching this video because you care about having a successful retirement. You're thinking ahead, you're planning, and that puts you way ahead of most people. But I want to challenge you on something. Over the next 30 days, I want you to prioritize your health with the same intensity you prioritize your financial planning. Get the physical that you've been putting off. Know your numbers. Talk to your doctor about where you stand and what you can do about it. See how you feel. And if you want help with the financial side of your retirement plan, if you want to make sure you're optimizing your investment strategy, your tax planning, and your cash flow in retirement, I'd encourage you to visit our website, moderncapital.com, or reach out to our team at Modern Capital. We work with clients virtually all across the country who have $1 million to $5 million in net worth and want truly personalized planning, not cookie cutter solutions. The link is in the description. Remember, the goal isn't just to retire. It's to retire healthy, wealthy, and able to live the life you've been working toward. Don't sacrifice one for the other.